embassies here today. We're really lucky to have the Korean embassy, and we were enjoying the fact that we were partners in this exercise. I just want to say a few quick words about SBS, because SBS as a broadcaster was set up with very much the same principles as Eurovision. It's a network that was made for building bridges between all the cultures of diversity in Australia, and it feels, for any of you that saw Bjorn Ulvaeus' speech last night, it was so wonderful. It was about being on the ramparts and Eurovision being who you wanted to be and cherishing that. We're so proud as a team to be able to present Dami, and for us her story is one of great hope. Europe's a very different place in the last 12 months since we were here with Vienna. There's a lot of immigrants have come in, and there's a lot of uncertainty, and for me Dami shows with great positivity, great heart and great generosity of spirit the potential of what an immigrant life can mean, and how you can actually kind of present to the world a very positive face. From our perspective, we're so proud to work with her. She's been a real delight. I have to tell you a quick story about getting into Eurovision. The managing director and CEO of SBS, Mike Ebed, and the head of content, who is here tonight, Helen Kelly, have both been great champions of making this happen. Yes, please. We're so indebted that we have a leadership at SBS who are passionate about what they want to do. And I just have to tell you a very quick story about Mike, because Mike and I badgered Eurovision for years to please let us perform. The first time I was at Eurovision, which was 2009 with Julia and Sam, we arrived, and I'd seen a lot of things in my time in production, but I'd never seen anything like the Olympijski Theatre. And there were half of the world's LED screens were brought together there. And as I walked down the aisle in a rehearsal, a Segway came past me with a Steadicam operator on the back of it, going about 25 kilometres an hour. It went up the ramp of the stage, the Steadicam driver jumped off and then did a lap around a singer called Peter Elfimov from Belarus, who had a 4-octave heavy metal voice. So they had this enthusiasm for what they were doing, this reckless enthusiasm, and somehow it sort of felt a bit Australian, and it also felt very Australian to want to compete and to show your artist in the best possible way. So look, for us, it's been a long journey from there. Mike Ebed was at Vienna when Conchita won, and she was staying in our hotel. She came back to the hotel, and Mike was fascinated by the story of hope that she told. And he said, look, would it be possible just to have a drink with you and just discuss that? And something was lost in translation, and Conchita said to him, that's not how a lady behaves. But since then, we've become great friends with Eurovision organisers. We so thank the Swedes for being such extraordinary hosts. The head of show, Krista Björkman, said to me last year after Guy performed, that was so good, we'll invite you back this year, and they'll never be able to get you out after that. So we hope that's true, we don't know yet. One moment at a time. Now, I'd really like you to welcome to the stage, I'll just ask her a few quick questions. I ask you also just to be careful, because while Dami mingles, we have to be very careful of her voice. This is a marathon 2 weeks. We just want to, not for her to yell over the crowd too much, so I'll try and interpret some of the questions you may want to ask for her, and then she'll perform a few songs. But ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Eurovision fans, can you please make welcome Miss Dami in?